A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Edinburgh, Scotland. In a visit that has ignited protests across the United Kingdom, President Donald Trump spent his Saturday playing golf at his Turnberry resort on Scotland's picturesque coast. While the president enjoyed a round with his son Eric and U.S. Ambassador to the UK, Warren Stevens, hundreds of demonstrators gathered in major cities to express their discontent with his presence. Protesters accused UK leaders of capitulating to Trump's demands and criticized Prime Minister Keir Starmer for a recent trade deal that they believe undermines British interests. The protests, organized by a coalition of activists including environmentalists and supporters of Ukraine, were a response to Trump's controversial policies and rhetoric. June Osborne, a dual U.S.-British citizen and photographer from Edinburgh, stood out among the crowd, adorned in a red cloak and white hood reminiscent of The Handmaid's Tale. She held a sign reading "Resist," declaring Trump as the worst thing that has happened to the world in decades. Although the turnout for these protests was smaller than during Trump's previous visit in 2018, demonstrators made their voices heard with chants of "Trump out" and signs stating "No red carpet for dictators." The atmosphere was charged as protesters expressed their opposition to Trump's immigration policies and his stance on renewable energy. Trump, who arrived in Scotland on Friday evening, wasted no time in addressing contentious issues. He criticized European leaders for their handling of immigration, stating, "This immigration is killing Europe. You better get your act together." His remarks were met with outrage from many locals who feel that his presence is unwelcome. The security measures surrounding Trump's visit were extensive, transforming the normally tranquil area into a fortified zone. Roads were closed, and police checkpoints were established to ensure the safety of the president and those around him. Officers patrolled the golf course and surrounding beaches, while Secret Service agents were stationed at strategic points. Despite the heavy security, some supporters gathered at Prestwick Airport to welcome Trump, holding signs like "Welcome Trump" and flags bearing his campaign slogan "Make America Great Again." As Trump prepares to engage in discussions about trade with European leaders, the local community remains divided over his visit. While some see him as a powerful leader advocating for American interests, others view him as a divisive figure whose policies have detrimental effects both domestically and internationally. Trump's itinerary includes meetings with Prime Minister Starmer and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, as well as the formal opening of another golf course in Aberdeenshire. However, his golfing at Turnberry remains a focal point of his trip, as he has long sought to bring the prestigious British Open back to the course. As the president continues his visit, the protests and the mixed reactions of the public highlight the contentious nature of Trump's presidency and his impact on international relations. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.